Guys, so today is a big one. I really want you to pay attention because I have mapped out an ecosystems that I've basically studied on the best coaches and consultants in the space, or one of the best actually. And I think that this strategy is going to be implemented in more and more info businesses. Now, I am also implementing it with my clients as we speak. It may look difficult, but once we actually go through everything, it will be, I hope, pretty easy to understand because it all comes down to these three dots, right? Uh, those are the phases of the lead who is basically going from the top of the funnel to the middle of the funnel and to the bottom of the funnel. The top of the funnel is there to just catch attention, right? Those are people who saw your viral something viral on your profile. Middle of the funnel, they have actually interacted already. They either sent you a message, they held a conversation with you, they followed, they liked, they may have downloaded your lead magnet, and they may have gotten some results with your free resource. So they actually believe in you now, and they move on to the bottom of funnel, right? And the bottom of funnel, those are actually high intent, high quality people, high quality leads that are ready to buy, or they have bought already and they are ready to be upsold to, right? So it all comes down to this. We basically want to catch attention and get as many people as possible to the top of the funnel and then convert them slowly to the bottom of the funnel, right? I said slowly, but it doesn't have to be slow, but it just has to be systemized. And that's what I'm going to show you now. Because why is it even called trust-based ecosystem, right? As you know, or as you may know, in the info space, there's a big trust recession. There's a lot of coaches, there's a lot of consultants that have no idea what they're talking about. There's a lot of course sellers who are just scamming people, trying to make quick bucks on selling courses online. Some don't even show their faces. And so the leads actually see this because it's been a long time that the info space has been really booming, right? And that's why it is really based on trust right now, because people are repelled by those who are only pushing CTA after CTA, call to action. They are repelled of being hard sold to every time or all the time, right? And they actually want to see you, they want to see your life, they want to see your testimonials and your proof, because it's all about trust. And as you can see here, proof is the entry ticket to scale. Trust is at an all-time low. And I totally stole this from Tom Youngs, by the way. So I apologize, Tom. Let's start in the top of funnel. You want to use YouTube and Instagram, of course. You should use LinkedIn and TikTok and leverage as many platforms as possible. It also depends on your ICP. If you are really B2B, LinkedIn is the main. I mean, second main, right? Because the first main platform you should be leveraging is YouTube. There's nothing more stronger than YouTube out there. It's the strongest conversion mechanism, right? And why is that? Because you post long form and people get to know you more. They get to trust you. They get to see how you act and everything. You probably know this. It's a pretty common knowledge, right? So this is the top of funnel, and you want to post at least once a week a long form video. Being yourselves equals zero competition, right? I've just recorded a reel about this because people think there is so much competition in the info space, but it isn't, because people don't buy the products, they buy the person. They buy your voice, they buy your looks, they buy your transformation, they buy basically how you present yourself, right? So there can be two fitness coaches with the same offer, but they are both different in the way they act. And that's where the difference is made, right? Because if you think about it, you cannot win at being someone else, right? You can only win at being yourself. And why even compete at being somebody else, right? It's you can sleep well at night being yourself and basically destroying all the competition this way, right? Also, a really important thing is Value over pitching every time, because people, as I said, it's a trust recession in this market, and people are so tired of being hard sold to, and everybody is trying to hard sell. All I see is CTAs all the time, right? Buy this, book a call, download this, try this, but no value upfront. Value is the key. If you give value upfront, people will come to you and naturally want to buy. And you don't have to hard sell them. The key is, I mean, the goal is here to get people to come to you, to sell themselves, to work with them, right? I mean, to sell themselves to you, sell this cooperation between you and them. Because you want people to be pre-sold, of course, when they come to the call, right? You show real stories and transformations. Now, what is great is these three bubbles, like top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel, right? As we've explained, it also works. You can actually separate the content by these bubbles, right? So, top of funnel is something that catches attention. This is a day in the life of a 22-year-old trader, let's say. And bottom of funnel is actually something that converts, that gives so much value out to buy that people trust you so much more, right? This concept, actually, day in the life, it's kind of arguable because it both catches attention. Oh no, it both catches attention, but it also is pretty converting because people get to know you and how you live, and that's what people really want to see. But it's still less than free 1 hour full guide on trading, let's say, right? Because you give out so much value that the people basically are naturally attracted to buying from you, because you are the most probable to get them results, right, in the space. That's what you want to do. You want to look at, Hormozy said this, you want to look at your competitors and really think about, can I give out the same service they are selling, but can I give it out for free, right? And if I give it out for free, can I make it better and give it out for free, right? Now, keep something gatekept so you can actually get paid for something, but look at your competitors and just try to give out what they sell for money and try to give it out for free. This is how you separate, also, right? It's how you separate from the competition. Now, Instagram, really powerful. 1 to 3 reels a day. 3 reels a day is something kind of difficult, and it's really, if you're starting out, you should probably do this because their volume is everything, and you really have to test and analyze all the reels, all the hooks, and everything, so you actually know what works. And the way you do that is through volume, right? But if you have like bunch of followers already, one is more than enough. You can actually do less than that, but 1 to 3 reels a day is something I would recommend. Now, test and analyze. Of course, I've said that before. Test all the hooks mainly. A hook is the 80%, 90% of the whole video, right? Don't only focus on getting attention. This is same with everything. If you only get attention, those people that come to your ecosystem, they are there for attention. They are not there to buy something, right? This is a big mistake. People like want to sell coaching, but they only record entertainment videos. They only do memes or something like that, right? You want to give out value also. You want to convert these people. Share your story, share your testimonials. You can do something funny, right? That would be considered top of funnel, like catching eyeballs. But to actually have buyers, you have to frame it different. You have to choose a different way. So keep in mind the minimum value to CTA ratio should be 6 to 1. That means for every time you ask for something, you give away 6 things for free out there are valuable, of course. Now the top of the funnel, the bottom of the funnel, these bubbles can be actually, sorry, these bubbles can be also applied on Instagram, on every content piece. Like, it doesn't have to be named this way, but I just did because I think it's easier to understand. Top of funnel, something vital, real type music, caption, attention grabbing, headlines, entertainment, anything. Bottom of funnel is raw talk, talking head, value, education. You just doesn't have to look fancy, doesn't have to be edited. Although I recommend captions a lot, But you just, if you take your dog for a walk, you can record 10 reels about what you know, and you have a great bottom of funnel foundation for your content, right? So this is YouTube and Instagram, the strongest ones. Make sure to repost everything on TikTok and LinkedIn if you can, also on Twitter, and we'll talk about emails soon. Now, this is really important. Once you test and analyze all your top performing content, you want to boost it, right? So more reach and already tested content on warm audience are not, equals cheap CTAs, right? Then also, oh no, duplicate your content into campaigns with followers slash engagement slash views being the conversion goal. Okay. And this way you target new audiences with content that you have already tested, and you attract more people into your ecosystems. Once they follow you, they are in. And now you only have to have a systems that not only captures, because we've already done that, you've captured the follower already, but you need to have a systems that sends them around this flywheel of your content, right? So they get nurtured and they buy, because they're not going to buy just from seeing your ad. There's no way that's going to happen unless you're like a Sabri Subi or Alex Ramosi or whoever, right? Who has some insane testimonials to back them up, insane social proof, right? You're probably not going to get a sale right from an ad. You want to get them into the ecosystems where they get nurtured and keep them there. Because it's one thing to just capture them, it's another thing to keep them. You want to build an email list. Now, people say that email is dead. Email will never be dead. Email has been here for like 40 years and it's extremely powerful still in any niche, by the way. People say that email is useless for ICP around 20 years old. That's bullshit, right? There's no way. Email is always going to be powerful, and you should for sure leverage that. Now, we already got into the bottom of funnel, I mean, middle of funnel. Why? Because what we do on organic now is we try to get people's engagement by, for example, commenting. So these are the cold leads that came from the ads, right? And we want to give them something away for free because they are not ready to spend thousands of dollars yet. So we want to get them nurtured, and the way we do that is we give something away for free that is really valuable, that will give them a minor change in their lives, so they understand that our the things we deliver are actually valuable and actually can help them, right? And this is what you call a lead magnet, the picture here. And you also will leverage ManyChat, a platform, automation platform, for this. You will saw this for sure somewhere. Comment plan, and I will send you a fitness plan on how to lose fat in 55 days, right? DMET, and I will send over an outreach strategy that books 15 calls a week. So this is how you get engagement from cold leads and warm leads already. You send them a link and capture their email. Always capture the email, that is really important, and put it into a CRM, a database, anything. A system, I mean a software that sends emails like ConvertKit, anything. Just save them emails always, right? Now, lead magnet, if you think about the problem you are solving, it's usually a big problem, right? Because that's why it's priced high ticket, because you are selling high ticket. The lead magnet should be some fraction of the problem, right? So let's say fitness, it's a really easy example. If you want people to get in shape, they have to work out, they have to balance the work and the fitness, they have to have some diet in place, they have to have good sleep, good testosterone I mean hormone optimization, some supplements maybe, uh, stretching and recovery. And I've just off the top of my head, I've listed seven problems, and lead magnet could be one of those, right? So it gets them closer to the goal. It gives them a lot of value, but they still need to pay for the high ticket to get everything done, right? And don't be afraid to give out value for free, because people who buy the high ticket, they don't buy it because of the value necessarily or the information inside it. They buy it because it's personalized and it's fast, right? They they are on the priority list of their clients because they are paying high ticket prices, and they get personalized work with you and access to you. So that's don't be afraid to give out as much value away for free as possible. And now we are actually building an email database. Now, with email and with content, everything is the same. Don't oversell, just give out value first. Value come, I mean, how do I say this? Value first, money follows, right? Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, cold ads is something we've already covered here, but this is something I really want you to pay attention to, right? Because normally we are used to seeing something like this, right? The normal classical funnel where people drop down. There are, like, let's say if 100 people are here, 50 are going to be here, 30 here, and like 5 are going to become clients, fortunately, right? The thing is, when you are running a classic funnel, you are competing with the biggest people in the space. And you can't really outspend like Charlie Morgan because he spends thousands of dollars a day on ads. And this is your competition. He also has fucking hundreds of testimonials. You have zero chance against that. You must build some kind of ecosystem that just keeps these people in and doesn't let them out, because they are given so much value that they just want to stay. And if they are not ready to buy, they don't just drop off. They stay in this flywheel, right? So they are nurtured more and more, because when they are sent to the high ticket and they don't buy, they are sent straight back. And what does this flywheel consist of? It consists of the email list, your followers, your short form content, long form content, conversations, webinars. I have a long video on how to run a self liquidating webinar. So that means sending people to an opt in where they give you information, then they get a low ticket offer that liquidates some of the ad spend or all of it, fortunately, and then they get sent to the webinar where only profit follows. But that's not really something I want to talk about today, because I've already discussed that. You want to have conversations with your leads. It's best to have a setter who is well trained, right? It's really hard to train a setter or to find one who is really professional. And I'll tell you why: because they really have to get how you speak, and they really have to act like a normal person. They and I What I mean by that you don't have to be so professional in these conversations. It's a social media DM, right? Private message. And some people just don't have the balls to be a little unprofessional, joke a little or something, just act like a human. And they also don't have the right SOPs to actually know how to move, what to answer correctly, and so on and so on. So it's hard to find or train a good setter, but there's a lot of them out there. So like, you can watch some videos, or you can hit me up, and we will figure it out. So the setter has a conversation with them. It's best if he does it right when they follow, right? And basically ask them why they are even here. And they are either here to just get the free resources, or they already want to buy. If they don't want to buy, that's fine. They just came in the ecosystem, and we will keep them here. So we give them long form, we give them short form, we give them lead magnets, we give them these nurturing converting mechanisms that give them value, right? And just to make sure that they don't get lost and they don't move out from the ecosystem, we also leverage warm retargeting ads. And you can also do this by just boosting a post, but creating a custom audience in Ads Manager, right? If you don't know how to do that, follow or check out Ben Heath on YouTube because he's a really big meta ads specialist. But we want to run these warm retargeting ads so people just stay in the flywheel until they buy. And once they are ready, once they have seen everything, seen enough proof, seen enough testimonials, seen enough value, the seller either follows up with them or they DM you themselves or they just go straight to buying. Like, right? Sorry. You either have a low ticket and mid tickets going to high ticket, but you probably have straight to high ticket, right? That's easier, and there is no need to have this step in between. Now, you send them into the high ticket, and this isn't over yet. You get a great testimonial from them. And what I've said before is proof is the entry ticket to scale. To scale. And so now that you've gotten this testimonial, you push it out as hard as you can into this ecosystem, back into here, right? So this gets you more clients, they get you more testimonials, and they get you more clients. It's just this flywheel, right? So you should really be focusing on having a great product. So this naturally keeps happening. So I hope it is easier to understand now. A little shameless plug, we do all of this for our clients. And if you want to become one of them, you can book a call with me in the YouTube description. If not, I'm not going to die. It's okay. And guys, comment me your bottlenecks, your biggest problems, and I may include them in the next video. So have fun, good luck scaling, and see you.